The NFL regular season quickly winding down, but a slew of games today. A good Monday nighter on tap. We've got your Thanksgiving Day action, and then it starts just an orgy of football all week long. And guys, I will be here every step of the way, breaking down the games, giving you free selections, giving you my betting tips, my advice, my insights from a gambling perspective. And guys, I have been a professional sports handicapper for 20 years. Who am I? I'm Al DeMarco, General Manager of the world's largest online sports gambling website in the world, VegasSportsAdvisors.com. But listen, before I got started in this industry, I spent 8 years as a sports reporter, covered a couple of Olympics, covered every major boxing event you can possibly imagine in the 80s and early 90s. Guys, I was in the locker rooms. I was on the field. I was around players, coaches, managers. Those experiences that I gained from covering teams and players really have shaped my career as a handicapper because those experiences led to my success. I am not one of these guys that simply sits here and rattles off numbers that any computer can generate for you. To me, it's nice that if teams won 5 of 6, or they've covered 7 of 8, or when they're playing on Thursdays with red stripes on their socks, they have covered 14 in a row. They're nice. But for every stat you come up here, I can find you 12 on the other side, right? I instead like to break down personnel. I look at teams, how they perform. Can they run the ball? Can they stop the run? Can they force turnovers? Can the secondary take advantage of the pressure that the front line is getting on you to come up with turnovers and picks? Those are the things that are important to me. Yesterday, I had 3 free selections here for your Saturday College Football Report. I hit 2 of them. Michigan State, double-digit win at home against Rutgers. Arizona State, double-digit home win against Washington State. Unfortunately, Notre Dame failed against Louisville. But hey, 2 out of 3 with the free picks, and that's not even my best bet. Not a bad day. And FYI, before I get to today's Sunday 4-pack of selections, you can get my best bet today, which is on the Eagles-Titans game, plus the best bet of every single handicapper at VegasSportsAdvisors.com for free. No strings attached. We're talking over $1,000 of action. 12 handicappers plays for free today, simply by going to VegasSportsAdvisors.com and clicking on the 1-day free all-access trial pass. Free means free, guys. Nothing more than that. There's nobody to talk to. It's 100% online business. There's nobody asking for your phone number. There's nobody insisting that they're going to call you back with an access code. You do it yourself. Go to VegasSportsAdvisors.com. Click on the 1-day free all-access pass. You get my best bet, the best bets of every single handicapper, 12 guys in all at the site. All their plays, over $1,000 of action today for free. The only way you lose, guys, is if you don't take advantage of the free offer. Let's get to your free selections here today. The first one, and I'll do these in reverse chronological order for you. I'm going to take a look at the Miami-Denver game. Boy, the Broncos are struggling. They've lost 2 out of 3. They got upset last week, losing to St. Louis 22-7. Do you know they're 2-0, though, straight up and against the spread this year, coming off a loss? Do you know they have won and covered 7 straight, coming off a loss? And do you realize that if they had won last week, that they would probably have been laying 10.5 points today against Miami? Instead, we're getting them at 6.5 to 7. Oh, I'm on the Broncos, guys. No ifs, ands, or buts. Peyton, sign me up. You can Omaha me all day long. You can order pizza as far as I'm concerned during the game. I am backing the Broncos today. Now listen, look at this line. If the line is anywhere when the numbers cross 3, 4, 7, and sometimes 10, I always buy up or down the half point as insurance, depending on whether I'm on the favorite or the underdog. So if you have the Broncos at 7, or if they go up to 7.5, which I doubt, then you have to go ahead and buy down the price. At 6.5, you're not doing anything because we're on the favorite. The bottom line is this. You've got a team that is playing in the cold, hosting a team that is coming in from South Florida and used to the warm weather. You've got a Peyton Manning-led squad that's looking to rebound, as I said, from losing 2 out of 3 games. In their defense, last week at St. Louis, this was a Broncos team playing its 3rd straight game on the road. That is not easy. I don't care what sport you're playing. Are they banged up? Yes. Emmanuel Sanders, not 100%. Julius Thomas might be a game-time decision today. DeMarcus Ware didn't practice yesterday, but is expected to play today. Ronnie Hillman and Monty Ball, their top 2 running backs, both out. So it's going to be Chris Anderson and God knows who running the ball for the Broncos today. But I still like Denver in this game because, again, it's the line value. You would be laying 10.5 points. If not, for any other reason that they lost last week. As for these Dolphins, last time we saw them 2 Thursdays ago, yeah, they took a 9-0 deficit against Buffalo early and finally roared back for that less than impressive win, 22-9. Last road game, they lost to Detroit. I think Miami's okay, but it doesn't matter to me that they always press the quarterback. It doesn't matter to me that they get a lot of sacks. All that matters to me is that Denver's coming off a loss, and that's the time I want to have Peyton, and I've got him as a single-digit favorite. I'm going with the Broncos. Arizona is a 7-point dog at Seattle. Do you think the Cardinals are going to be intimidated going to CenturyLink Field since they were the only team to beat the Seahawks at home last year in their Super Bowl run? Yeah, remember that game? They were a 7.5-point underdog. They won 17-10. They held the Seahawks to 2 for 13 on third downs, outgained them in the game 307 to 192, and this Arizona defense is better than it was a year ago. The Seattle defense, not even close to what it was a year ago when it won the Super Bowl. Main reason why? The pass rush, non-existent. Really doesn't do much. And that's why the secondary, and that's why Richard Sherman is being burned and getting picked on. Because when your pass rush has just 13 sacks in 10 games compared to 44 sacks last year, I mean, that's a disparity you can't overcome, guys. And the Seattle team has only covered one of its last 6 games, 1-5 ATS skid. Okay, you've got Drew Stanton, a quarterback. Stanton has just, proven the worth of having a quality backup quarterback. 306 yards passing versus the Lions last week. 3-1 as a starter, and he guided them to another win coming off the bench. Arizona on a 15-3-1 ATS roll. They're 9-4 against the spread as a dog during Bruce Arians' tenure. The bottom line in this game, I think it's a 3-point game. Seattle might win it, but this is not a 7-point game. This is the 3-point game. You got to play the underdog in this one. And listen, this is another case. If you got Arizona at 7, play them up to 7.5. Go ahead, buy the insurance. It's worth it for the extra 10 cents on the dollar. Indianapolis, much like Denver, is a team that excels coming off a loss. Do you realize they are 12-1 against the spread off a straight-up loss since Andrew Luck came riding to the franchise's rescue a couple of years ago? Early this season, they started with back-to-back losses at Denver and at home against Philadelphia. What did they do? Then they took on the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville. They rolled out to a 30-0 halftime lead, rolled 44-17. Andrew Luck, 4 touchdown passes in that game. Jaguars have suffered a couple of defensive injuries that are significant since the first go-round, losing their starting middle linebacker, losing one of their top cornerbacks. Blake Bortles, of course, the rookie, made his debut coming off the bench, replacing Chad Henne in that game. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Well, that's been a pattern that's repeated and even gone negative because he's got 14 interceptions on the season versus just 8 touchdowns. I think the Colts roll here. They have, absolutely owned this division. What is it? They've won 14 or 12 straight games in division play. But here's a significant stat for you that I find very interesting. The Colts are first in the NFL in total offense. They are first in the NFL in terms of passing yards. They are first in the NFL in terms of time of possession. Where does Jacksonville rank in those categories? How about 27th, 29th, and 27th? You got to go with the Colts. No ifs, ands, or buts. You can't bet on Jacksonville. Doesn't matter that Jacksonville's coming off the bye either. You got to go with the Colts. Here's a 2-team teaser for you. And listen, guys, I like teasers, okay? I have had great success over the years with teasers. 2-team, 6-point teasers. Not the variety that you have out there. Not the exotic teasers. I just like a standard 2-team, 6-pointer in football. And I'm generally looking for home teams that are favored between 3 and 10 points. And I just have a little trepidation about betting straight up, but I like them just to win the game straight up. And I've got that situation today. I already told you about Denver. 2-point, 2-team, 6-pointer. You're asking Denver just to win the game outright by 1 point. I'm going to go with the Broncos here, okay? And I'm going to team the Broncos with the New England Patriots because I think the Patriots are in one of those letdown sandwich situations, coming off the destruction of the Colts on the road, having to take on Green Bay next. This could be one of those games they have a hiccup game. Remember the Jets game on the Thursday nighter where they barely had to hold on to win? This could be another hiccup game. But I still like them to win the game. And that's all I need them to do because they're a 7-point favorite. I take them down to -1. I got the Broncos and the Patriots -1 playing at home with Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. There are no guarantees in gambling. But damn it, if this ain't the closest thing, I don't know what is. Listen, the Patriots, 6 straight wins since losing to Kansas City. Tom Brady in that stretch, 68% completions, an average of 320 yards a game, 18 touchdowns, 1 interception. It's a damn good thing he was washed up, according to the national media, the whispering going on after they lost to the Chiefs. Yeah, Brady just doesn't have it anymore. I mean, how did he throw that 1 interception during this 6-game winning streak? Damn him. Gronkowski, what a difference. I mean, he's averaged over 14 yards a catch, 103 yards a game. Jonas Gray comes out of nowhere. Who knew about Jonas Gray? Who knew Jonas Gray before the game against the Colts? 199 yards rushing. And the way Bill Belichick plays, Jonas Gray will probably get like 4 carries today. I mean, you never know what goes on in Belichick's mind. I like the defensive secondary matchups here. You got some big cornerbacks and physical guys with Darrelle Revis and Brandon Browner who can match up, I think, well with Megatron and Golden Tate. The Lions 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games on grass, and it's a difficult road trip for them. They went from Detroit to Glendale, Arizona, lost to Arizona, fly back to Detroit, now fly up to Foxborough in the cold, playing outside. Again, I got to go with the hot team, and I'm only asking the Patriots to win the game, just like I'm only asking the Broncos to win the game to make this teaser a success. That'll do it, guys. Make sure you check out VegasSportsAdvisors.com each and every day for my daily video report, plus take advantage of that one-day free all-access trial pass, and I will catch you again on Monday when we do this one more time.